What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm out here in the shop today, this morning, and I've got me some drive tires here. They're not new, they're new to me. So I bought used drive tires from a friend of mine. I don't usually like to use used tires because the ones I take off are used. I like new tires, but under this deal here, it was belonged to a friend of mine, and he got a trucking, and so he made me a deal on them. They are, a couple of them is 2 years old, 2.5 years old. A couple of them is about 3 years old. That DOT date on that one is 24/17, and then the rest of them I think are 6/18. So they're not that old, and they still got pretty good tread left on them. I would estimate they maybe have 50,000 miles or less on them. So they're pretty decent. 2 of them are already mounted on wheels. I'm just going to swap him 2 of my wheels. That way I don't have to break down but 2 and mount 2. So these are already on aluminum wheels. I'm just going to give him 2 of my takeoff tires and wheels that are slick, and that way he has his wheels back, and he can sell them or whatever he wants to do with them. So we'll get my truck pulled in here, and then we're going to try out that Milwaukee 2864 on getting these things put on here. These are America's CS 3000s. I've never ran these. He ran them for a while. I mean, I guess they're round and they roll, and they got tread on them. So they were a whole lot cheaper than what a new set of tires would cost. So I couldn't hardly pass the deal up because I need some drive tires. I need 4 new drive tires like now. So anyway, we have a truck pulled in here, and we will start getting these things swapped out here. All right, guys, so these are the tires I'm replacing here. These are Bridgestone M726 ELs. These were on the truck whenever I bought it last year, and they just about had it. And so we're going to go ahead and replace them. I still got my 460s back here, and I bought these tires here the same time that my friend bought those tires there that we are going to put on here. And like I say, he got out of trucking, and so his still look good. So I bought them from him, and we're going to remove these here. I kind of wanted to take them there and put up here and put the new ones back here, because the rear axle wears faster than the front axle, because when you turn, your rear axle is what slides in a turn, and so the rears always wear out faster. And because the ones I got from him has more tread than these, I wanted to put them up there, but I don't think I'm going to do that because it's just more trouble and having to jack everything up and everything. And I'm just going to take these 2 off each side and put on those 4 over there, and then I'll be getting some more of these here shortly. I don't know if I'll go back. I like these 460s. I've had good luck with them, no issues, whatnot. So I may go back with some more of them, or I may just go with something else cheaper, since I'm buying those, or I've already bought those there from him. So I don't know yet. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I'll set you guys up over here, and we'll get started taking these off here and putting those over there on. So I pretty well know I'm not going to have any trouble removing these, because I actually had these off about, I don't know, 3-4 months ago or so, because I got a bolt stuck in this outer tire here, and I swapped it with another spare that had the same brand off my other truck that actually came on this truck whenever I bought it, and I did some switching tires around and stuff and put the best ones on here. And so I had a spare that was just like the one with the bolt. So this is actually one that I took off my other truck and put on here, the spare that I had. And so I shouldn't have any problem taking these off or anything. I really do like this Milwaukee 3/4 2864 though. Pretty handy, lighter than that 1 inch. May have a little bit of trouble on the other side. I don't know how it's going to go, because I've never had those off since I bought this truck. At least we ain't got to mount two of them. At least hopefully. I'm gonna go ahead and grease this while I got the tires off, grease my slack adjusters and stuff and my S-cams while I got the tires off, because it's easier to get to. Otherwise I had to lay on the ground and stuff under there. Guys, this is a tire I just pulled off the inside right there. I'm scared to stand by that thing. That thing's got 100 pounds of air in it. It is split open. That tire is mid-year 2014. So it's 6 years old, and it is split open. I had no idea that was like that. That is kind of scary. I'm scared to be standing by that thing. I think I'm going to tilt it up on the other side and release the air out of it. I have no idea how that's not blown out yet. Zoom you in here. I mean, that sucker goes all the way down. I have no idea how it's not coming apart. I'm gonna let the air out of it. All right, guys, I'll let the air out of it now, so it is safe. That is a legit split open tire. I have no idea how that's not blown out on me. Had no idea it was like that. Look at that. That is crazy. I have no idea how that was holding it up. And this is why I don't like old tires, and this is why I don't run recaps. Because the casings fail on the recaps. If the casing don't come off, the recap will fail. Now this here's a virgin tire. It's not a recap. It's just 6 years old. You would not think a tire that was 6 years old would split open that way. But I usually like to replace mine about 5 years old. Or they're usually wore out, honestly. They're usually wore out about 4 years. So they usually, all my tires are 4 years or newer. But that is just crazy. I have no idea how that's not blown out. So I've looked at it a little bit closer, and I do believe that this just recently occurred for a couple of reasons. One is the rubber inside there is very clean compared to the outside where the split's at. And the other reason is because I don't think that tire would have ran very long like that. I'm willing to bet that it would have blown out on the next load that I hauled. And so that leads me to believe that this probably happened on my last load. It probably split open like this on my last load, and it just didn't blow out because I got the load off or whatever and come home. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. All right, guys, got this side here mounted on there. Pretty nice if these were already mounted on wheels. All I got to do is swap them. But got these mounted on there. Got a lot more tread on these than the ones I took off. And so we're going to move to the other side over there and see if we can get those off. The other side is the ones that I've never removed since I bought this truck a year ago. And I don't know how long they've been on there. I'm guessing a couple of years or better. And they're rusted up pretty good in there, so we may have a little bit of trouble getting those off. These still got some tread and stuff on them, but I'm going to go ahead and change them out and whatnot anyway, because they are 6 years old and they're getting on down there, and they're not going to run, you know, very many more loads anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and swap them out with some new tires that'll run for, you know, a couple years. All right, guys, let's see if the Milwaukee 2864 is going to have any trouble breaking this side loose here that I'm sure was put on with a 1-inch 2 or 3 years ago, if I had to guess. See if she has any trouble here. This battery may be getting a little low as well. Yeah, this battery's only got 2 bars left. We'll try it first. I had to hammer a little bit. Had to hammer a little longer on that one. That's 3. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this battery out because it's only got 1 bar left on it. So it's getting kind of weak. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this battery for a fresh battery. I've already installed, I don't know, 3 or 4 sets of lug nuts on that battery, so they got pretty weak. Let's see. They're definitely on there good. Lots of good rust tight on there too. Rust is the best Loctite you can get. So far, I've not found a lug nut that this impact is not taking off. And that was the hardest ones, because these have been on here the longest out of all that I have, and I have not found any. If you get it jacked up just the right height, you can wiggle them right off there. If not, you gotta take a bar there and pick up a little bit of that hub hanging. Alright guys, I got all 4 of them on there. I think them will run quite a while. They'll probably run 2 years if I had to guess. So that ought to work pretty good. I'm gonna get some more here pretty shortly, looks like. I've got everything greased on the back, still got to grease the front and change the oil and whatnot, and then I'm gonna wash it. But that's gonna be it for this video. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.